check. 1, 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. How's everything look out there, man?
Down my sorrows, kill my pain.
Mark,
Yes, sir.
it's always awesome having you here, bro.
Thank you, man.
Every Wednesday, man. The last Wednesday was epic, dude. And tonight, you're a draw, man. And when you get up on stage with that acoustic, you're like you turn into the acoustic guitar. And you just, I mean, it's something that you just do with a passion, right, bro?
I mean, I love music. I love singing. I love playing. Now, whether or not I'm any good at it is a different question.
Well,
I'm not a guitar player, man. You know, I do it for fun, you know?
Well, man, you did piano on one of the songs, didn't you?
That wasn't me, brother.
Social Distortion song? That was
So the Social Distortion cover is...
Sons of Texas.
Well, it's us. It's us. Now, when we demoed it with our producer, Josh, I was merely just going like this with the keys.
Oh, okay.
And he...
But, dude, I can't even do that. And I'm a singer, too, bro. But I can't play guitar like you. I can't... And singing and playing guitar at the same time, dude, that's not easy either, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that what you hear on the official track, it's not me on piano. It's like we hired.
You came up with the idea.
Yeah, I came up with the idea, and I was again just like bing, 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 just with the keys.
Yeah.
And then we hired Josh. Actually, our producer knew of a really really good pianist, and we hired him for the gig.
And like, when did you start getting into music? Or singing? Were you like when you were in elementary? Where'd you go to school? Here in McAllen or what?
Here in McAllen, I went to Gonzales Elementary, actually.
And did you were you singing in a little choir there? Or?
I wasn't actually. According to my mom, she says she remembers as far back as like 2.5 or so.
Okay.
So around 2.5, I'm there singing all the country. My mom listened a lot to country. I don't know if you remember Ronnie Millsap back in the day.
Well, you can walk out on me tonight.
Exactly. So I'm singing these songs, and I mean I hardly even know them today. But according to my ma, I was singing them.
Yeah.
And every little barbecue and get together we had, I get up on the picnic table and I just start singing.
Yeah. So you didn't have any, like when you were in junior high and high school, were you in band or anything like that, or choir or anything like that?
I was in band in middle school. I played.
So you know how to read
trumpet.
music and all that stuff?
Very little, man. Sheet music, very little. Again, I played the
trumpet.
The trumpet. Well, it's actually called the cornet. It was a smaller version, cornet. And I was in it for like 2 years. And I couldn't play trumpet for shit, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't play. And once 7th grade came into play, it was either football or band, and I chose football.
Yeah. You know, there are some people that play football and do band also.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
No, it's just too much.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah.
I was just a lazy bastard, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, if you're in football, you can't be a lazy bastard. You got to get up at 7 a.m. and do two-a-days.
That's true, that's true.
You know?
But there was some hardcore kids that played in high school, you know? They played first, second quarter, and then come halftime, they'd go into the fucking in the dressing room
I've
and
seen that. And they're marching out there in the suit. Well, we used to when I was in Mercedes, I remember seeing a guy marching with the band in the football suit, you know? And I'm like, what the hell?
In his football gear?
Yeah, dude. You know, he didn't have time to change, you know? So he was the only one in the field with a football gear, you know?
That's awesome.
So junior high, you were in band then, huh?
Yes.
And then obviously you got like growing up in junior high, were you in a heavy metal, or what year did you graduate from school anyway?
I graduated high school in 2005.
2005, so man, that wasn't long ago. So what were you getting into in junior high, man?
Well, I was still listening a lot to everything my parents listened to, and everything was on the radio. But I really I got into the dark side probably around 6th, 7th grade. I remember one of the very first metal records in my hands was Korn. It was either Follow the Leader or Issues, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, it was Korn. Then got introduced to Godsmack, and then Pantera's always been there for my cousins. You
Dude,
know,
I mean, when I hear you guys perform, I mean, that Pantera element's all over the place, bro. I think you guys are like the band that's closest to your original music, as closest to the Pantera feel.
man, you know, we try our very best. You
And
know,
your performance as well, man. I mean, it's like Phil Anselmo's inside you, man. Sometimes.
it's like, you know, it's something like we tried to emulate, or actually I've tried to emulate since I started getting into bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in no way
and
can
you
we touch them.
graduated in 2005.
Yes.
Dude, as soon as you got into high school, Pantera was done.
Oh yeah,
right?
they were done. They were done.
2000, they were done.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so
And
during
then Dime
the
was
90s,
shot 04, so it's just like, damn, dude.
So your junior high years, you got to hear the reinventing the steel.
Yeah, yeah.
and all those
Yes.
Southern trend kills.
Yeah, so I got in it late. I got in the game late because that's what I listened to first was Reinventing the Steel.
Yeah.
And then I started backtracking to all the previous records, you know.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah, I
awesome,
love
bro.
that band. Mudvayne was also a really, really big deal for me, man.
Yeah, well, Mudvayne ended up, collaborating with, Dimebag
yeah.
and becoming Damage Plan.
Damage Plan, there
They
you
had
go.
that song Pride. And
Pride.
I mean, and
That's a kick-ass band, dude.
It is,
the
dude.
singer, Pat Lackman, I think.
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name was.
that's him.
He's a hell of a damn singer, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. And then, of course, Hell Yeah evolved out of that, because Vinnie Paul was the last one left.
Vinnie Paul, baby.
So then you were in junior high, you were in band, and you got out of junior high, you entered football. What team did you play with them?
I went to Morris Middle School.
Okay.
The Stallions.
Uh-huh.
In junior high, and then after that, I went to McAllen Memorial, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Mustangs.
You're a Mustang, dude.
I think it's this thing.
Yeah.
Mustangs, baby. Yeah.
So then you played football.
Yes.
And
Not very good either.
but when did you start getting into bands and stuff like that? And
Okay, so around
how'd you get that little,
it was about
that trigger?
11th grade.